Let's understand the concept of authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization are two key concepts in security systems, especially in the context of web applications or services. Although they are often used together, they serve different purposes. Authentication is the process of verifying the identity of a user or system. It's like asking someone for their ID to prove who they are. The system checks if the provided credentials, such as username, password, biometrics, etc., match what it has on record. For example, you log into a website like Facebook by entering your username and password. The system then checks its database to confirm whether your username and password are correct. This process is authentication, because it is simply confirming that you are who you say you are. Authorization, on the other hand, determines what a user is allowed to do or access once they've been authenticated. In simple terms, it answers the question, what can you do now that you're logged in? For example, after you log into Facebook, that is authentication. The system then determines which parts of the site you can access. For instance, it checks if you have permission to see someone's private profile, if you can post in a certain group, or if you can access admin tools. This process is authorization. Let's look at another example. Imagine you're using an online banking app. Authentication is that you entered your username and password to log into the app. The system checks if your credentials are correct, that is, you're who you say you are. Authorization happens once you are logged in. The system determines what actions you're allowed to perform. For example, if you're an account holder, you can check your balance and transfer money. If you're an admin, you may have access to user management or system settings. In summary, authentication is, who are you? For example, username and password check. Authorization is, what are you allowed to do? For example, accessing specific resources based on your role or permissions.